I would definitely like to have devotionals myself. I have before, me and my mom usually, and yeah, I really like them.
I will be honest, I have so many things to do that I don't know that I could even commit to that. You know, I'm not saying that it's impossible that I couldn't do, but I thoroughly enjoy being involved.
I mean, honestly, I haven't thought about it. I don't think, I know enough to start a group, but I would definitely, pass on the information.
Yes, I want to get people from Longwood University together to pray together.
I would love to do that, and actually my wife and I, we do have devotional gatherings within our neighborhoods. What I love about this is that devotional gatherings are not one thing. It's many things to many different people. And that's why how we express and how we conduct that devotional gathering is very unique to our community and our neighborhood. And each neighborhood can be different, and each neighborhood can be beautiful of how they do this.
I had a devotional gathering at my house that I'd like to restart eventually. Right now, my friend Kristen and I are studying Reflections on the Life of the Spirit, so she's going to host a devotional after that, so I'm looking forward to assisting her with that or just attending.
All the world is one country. Man is one. Oh, can't you see? Come and join us in our quest for unity. It's a way of life for you and me.
I mean, we all took turns doing the devotionals, and I do remember that there were actually a couple good songs we did, a couple of tablets we read, some short prayers also. I do feel like we all enjoyed that time together. I do believe that music was one of the key roles in children's youth classes. I also feel like games that the youth are more likely to play or that they're used to playing would also help bring them closer together.
I enjoy the fact that we do a lot of activities like word games, little different kind of games that challenge your mind. And, I think it just helps that people get involved in the laughter. People don't know that laughter does a lot for your spirit and your soul. If you're able to laugh about things and enjoy the things that you're doing, it's going to last a lot longer. And it keeps you coming back. Oh my God, my master, the goal of my desire. This thy servant seeketh, to sleep in the shelter of thy mercy and to repose beneath the canopy of thy grace, imploring thy care and thy protection. I beg of thee.
جامعه بهایی طیف گسترده‌ای از برنامه‌ها و فعالیت‌ها با هدف ارتقاء رشد معنوی و روحانی و تقویت حس اجتماعی بودن را ارائه می‌دهد. از طریق این فعالیت‌ها افراد می‌توانند رابطه خود را با خدا عمیق‌تر کنند. پایه‌های روحانی و اخلاقی قوی ایجاد کنند و به بهبود جامعه کمک کنند. جلسات دعا و نیایش بهایی یکی از این فعالیت هاست که در آن افراد گرد هم می آیند تا در موضوعات روحانی و معنوی تأمل کنند و به دعا و مراقبه پردازند. این گرد همایی ها جنبه مهمی از فعالیت های جامعه بهایی است و حضور در آن برای افراد با هر سن و پیشینه ای آزاد است. هدف از برگزاری این جلسات تقویت ارتباطات روحی و عاطفی بین افراد و همسایگان و ارتقاء حس وحدت و تعلق به اجتماع است. از طریق شرکت در جلسات دعا، افراد می توانند درک روحانی خود را عمیق‌تر کنند، با همسایگان خود ارتباط معنوی و عاطفی گسترش دهند و رابطه نزدیکتری با خالق خود و مبدأ هستی ایجاد کنند.
My responsibility is never over. None of our responsibility is ever over. We all have a twofold purpose, and one of our primary purposes is to think about our own spiritual and material prosperity, but simultaneously we have to always think about how we can contribute to society, and that is a lifelong process. So no, there's never any day or any moment where our responsibility is over. When we wake up, we're responsible for ourselves and those around us. And when we go to bed and we're praying to God, we're always, still responsible. And so I think, like I said, just the next steps for this neighborhood are help to build capacity for us to learn more from each other, how we can best tend to the needs, of the neighborhood and the community, how we can even better contribute our talents and gifts, and strengthen that spirit of collective worship and service.
There's also so much need, and there's so much opportunity to connect with others, and to learn from others. And so I don't think ever it would end.
یک مهاجر به جایی که میره اونجا میمونه و همونجا زندگیشو تموم میکنه. به نظر من کار من تموم نشده، ولی میخوام یه جور بشه که بتونن اینا خودشون رو پای خودشون این جلسات رو انجام بدن و داره یواش یواش این رو میبینم. طرف بعدی من این هست که توی این کامیونیتی 80 تا خانواده هستن و میخوام که هرچه بتونم بیشتر از این خانواده ها بتونن در این جلسات و اینا شرکت بکنن.
فکر میکنم که وظیفه انسان‌ها برای بهبود جامعه جهانی هیچ وقت تموم شدنی نیست. هر روز چیز جدیدی یاد میگیریم و این باید قدم به جلو باشه. زمانی که احساس کنم که من قدم به جلو بر نمیدارم، دارم قدم به عقب بر میدارم و این یک احساس خیلی ناراحت کننده.
So when is our responsibility done to our soul? Never, right? And what are we gonna do? I was like, okay, I've done my good deed for the rest of my life, I'm checking out. Doesn't work like this, right? So it's kind of counterintuitive to go
backwards. We always want to go forward. In fact, when you serve in any way, what happens is you increase your capacity, you increase your influence, you increase your competence in many different areas, and so you can do more. You can, I think, affect the world in a much more powerful way. And so it's our responsibilities to ourselves to grow further spiritually, as well as in just in the way we interact with the world. So yeah, I think it's just step by step. It just doesn't end. We're just getting more blessed with opportunities because we are developing greater capacity.
جلسات دعا و نیایش بهایی که معمولاً در خانه‌های شخصی یا مکانهای مناسب دیگر برگزار می شود، شامل خواندن و گوش دادن به دعا و متون مقدس الهی است. فضای کلی این جلسات محترمانه و صلح‌آمیز است و محیطی را فراهم می کند که افراد می توانند در مورد سفر معنوی و روحانی خود تأمل کنند و با دیگرانی که عقاید مشابهی دارند ارتباط برقرار کرده گفتگو کنند. تمرکز اصلی نیز بر ترویج وحدت و تقویت حس اجتماع در میان شرکت کنندگان است. این جلسات فرصتی برای افراد است تا دور هم جمع شوند، افکار و احساسات خود را به اشتراک بگذارند و از یکدیگر حمایت کنند. علاوه بر دعا و مراقبه، این گرد همایی‌ها ممکن است شامل اجرای موسیقی، آواز خواندن و به اشتراک گذاری تجربیات شخصی و برنامه‌ریزی برای خدمات و فعالیت‌های اجتماعی نیز باشد.
My role in my neighborhood, I don't think I have a role yet. I just moved into a townhouse and I'm the youngest there. They're all older than me. But yeah, I don't think I have a role yet.
I believe I play a big role in this community because I grew up around here. People look at me as a mentor. We want to make sure we put a positive influence in their life.
My role as an individual is to bring people together in love. And one of the things, I was never exposed to racism until I moved to Farmville. And this area is so laden with racism. It just blows my mind. I mean, you can't have a rainbow without all the colors. You got to have everybody.
The Lord has given me the ability to share my wisdom that He's given me with other people. And I think at the right time, at the right place, God will give me those words. The Bible says my word will not return void. So I think it's important that we get involved more, we read more, so that we gain that wisdom from the Holy Scriptures, so that we can share at that time, at that moment, at that spare of the moment, when someone comes to you for guidance.
So in my neighborhood and where I'm living, we're very disconnected because it's sort of a wealthier area and people don't really talk to each other. So events like this, and then also going to, my friends' houses and places where people do have more connection, is where I generally have conversations about spirituality and things like that. But right now I'm helping with the movement of youth into a process of regularly studying courses about spirituality. So that's kind of what I'm up to these days.
We are drops of one ocean, We are waves of one sea, Come and join us in our quest for unity. It's a way of life for you and me. We are flowers
Most people say I'm a big brother. I am a mentor. I am a leader. When people say I'm the one that's going to make a change in this community, is more titles, more sayings from me. For what I see, I don't know what I see. I just pray about it and keep on moving forward.
You know, my role is not so much in my neighborhood, my role is more for my kids. You know, at some point they'll have to decide if they believe, that'll be their choice. My job is to expose them and be positive and hopefully put them in an environment where it's a happy, positive, peaceful environment, you know, so they can absorb that.
Will our handful of days, our vanishing lives, be gone, and we shall pass empty-handed into the hollow that is dug for those who speak no more, speak no more.
I have direct responsibilities towards people in terms of my conduct. For example, you know, when it comes to noise level, or it comes to, I don't know, if I'm barbecuing and the smoke will go to some apartment above me, or if I'm walking on the ground and how much noise I'm making. So I have some responsibilities towards the people around me and how I conduct myself. And also, I think that communities strive when people develop relationships with each other, when we actually get to know each other, we know our neighbors by name, and to interact with them, maybe invite them over for dinner, have conversations with them, really getting to know them.
جلسات دعای بهایی علاوه بر نقش مهمی که در رشد و ارتقای روحانی فردی و پرورش حس تعلق به اجتماع دارد، فرصتی است برای افراد تا در یک محیط نشاط‌آور، روحانی و حمایتگر دور هم جمع شوند و در مورد رابطه خود با خدا و با یکدیگر تفکر و تأمل کنند. از آنجا که جامعه بهایی بر خدمات و اقدامات اجتماعی تاکید زیاد دارد، در این جلسات افراد را تشویق می‌کند تا از استعدادها و مهارت‌های خود برای کمک به بهبود جامعه استفاده کرده برنامه‌ریزی‌های لازم را انجام دهند. این امر می‌تواند اشکال مختلفی داشته باشد. از داوطلب شدن در مؤسسات خیریه محلی گرفته تا مشارکت در طرح‌های زیست محیطی و حمایت از حقوق بشر و عدالت اجتماعی. از طریق مطالعه و تعمق در متون مقدس الهی و آثار بهایی، افراد می توانند درک عمیق‌تری از اصول اخلاقی و روحانی آئین بهایی پیدا کرده و به آگاهی بیشتری نیز نسبت به اهداف و تعالیم اجتماعی بهایی دست یابند. جلسات دعا و نیایش بهایی با گرد هم آوردن افراد برای تعزیز باورهای مشترکشان، حس تعلق و احساس عضویت در یک جامعه بزرگ را نیز به وجود می آورد و حس صلح و هماهنگی را تقویت می کند. فضایی را برای افراد فراهم می کند تا گرد هم آیند و برای ایجاد جهانی صلح‌آمیزتر و هماهنگتر تلاش کنند.
This vision that Baha'u'llah has for all of humanity, that all of us have the opportunity to live in concord and harmony, that we have the opportunity to contribute our talents and gifts to the betterment of the world. So it is this vision that guides every step. And when I see each individual, I see them through this lens that Baha'u'llah speaks about, that the betterment of the world can be accomplished through pure and goodly deeds, through commendable and seemly conduct. And we all have the opportunity to perform these good deeds and to have this beautiful conduct.
Devotional gatherings are really, again, something that is dynamic. So that means when we talk about devotional, you see the word devotional and prayers are two different things. Devotions are very ecumenical. So that means that you have multiple expressions of what different cultures and different people and different even religions express their prayers in their devotion towards the greater. God and whatever we want to call it. So in that sense, a devotional meeting is that expression of different forms and styles of prayers that one can experience. Even so, I can even say there is writings in the Baha'i faith that even when you work for the service of mankind, that is a form of devotion, that's a form of prayer. So it is not only the saying of words, but rather it is acting. And that act is again that expression of the soul towards the betterment of humanity and everyone's life around you. So that is, I would say, devotion.
O Son of Spirit, my first counsel is this: possess a pure, kindly, and radiant heart, that thy may be a sovereignty, ancient, imperishable, and everlasting, and everlasting.
You get guidance from the writings. You get guidance from the studying and reading of the writings, and it's almost a shame not to use it when it's available, right? When you have answers to so many questions, just seek, right? And so that's the biggest source of guidance.